back here. And you're welcome to open up your video and we can see each other, or if you just want to be incognito, I totally get that. And wherever you are, we'll bring our hands onto our knees, either palm facing up or down for grounding. We'll elongate the spine, so reaching the crown of the head nice and tall, the sits bones rooting down, so that there's a little bit of space between each vertebra. When you feel aligned and your hips are above your knees, you can feel that circulation moving downwards into the feet and the toes. Then start to gently close the eyes and notice your breath. Notice how your breath is entering and exiting your body with effortless ease. Inhaling, feeling the belly expand, and exhaling, just very naturally letting the breath fall out at the nose, or breathing in and out through the nose. And just about 30 seconds of conscious and connected breath work like this can lead you into the present moment. So notice how any thoughts, any energies from the mental space, see if you can allow that to trickle down, passing the throat and fall into the heart. Have an awareness of your body right now, from top of the head to the tips of the toes. Really taking the time to establish this breath as the primary focus of every yoga practice. And we want this breath to become very long and deep and rhythmic. Perhaps even noticing a pause at the top of the breath. Not forced, a very natural pause. And a pause at the very bottom of the breath. Take 3 more deep breaths here, just arriving and grounding into this present moment. Just remembering that we're here to take care of ourselves, not to do anything or be anything, but to just simply take care. So good job for showing up today and prioritizing your physical and mental well-being. Let's rub our hands together and we'll create a little bit of friction and a little bit of heat between the palms. And from here, we're going to cup the ears. Cupping the ears, just finding that internal listening. And from here, use the pads of your fingers and go along the occipital ridge, back of the head. Use the pads of your fingers to massage the scalp. And just continue to release tension through the brain. Maybe up towards the front, by the temples. Across the forehead, maybe even little tapping on the forehead. Little circles at the eyes. You cup the eyes, go back into darkness and feel into your own inner landscape. Good. Come down the face and start massaging the jaws with the 4 pads of your fingers on either side. You can open up your mouth if you need to make a sigh, just release some of that pressure. And then swiping down the throat. So opening up that space for you to be able to tap into your authenticity and to speak clearly, to speak your desires, to speak your boundaries, and then allow that to fall into the heart space. One hand over the other, just nice little circles in the chest at the Anahata chakra. Maybe even tapping or circles. That feels really nourishing. Use the right hand to swipe down the arms through the hands, and then we'll go back up and we'll make a nice little circle here. And we're gonna run through the inside of the right arm and keep moving across the heart over to the other side, just massaging the heart meridian line. And just starting to feel into the field of love. Love for self, love for others, love for the planet, all the animals, garden. Yeah, so we're just tapping into this unconditional feeling that we can access all the time. We can speed up the pace a little bit. We're going in like a circle. Just feeling into how our body is responding to our own touch. We feel more tense, more relaxed. And 3 more rounds like this. And then bringing the hands down into the heart. And I'll just chant the sound of Om as it resonates out through this space. Inhale to exhale. You're welcome to join me. Om. Feeling into that pause. Now inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands come right at shoulder width height. Inhale, we'll open up the hands back. We'll squeeze the shoulder blades together. And exhale, we'll interlace the hands behind. Inhale, lift the chest. And lengthen, look up even. And exhale, we're gonna walk the hands forward and fold. And getting a nice opening through the outer hips. We'll inhale, come up onto the fingertips. Look forward, lengthen the spine, and exhale as you keep the length, keep the sits bones on the ground, and maybe start to bring your forearms down. So up to you if you wanna expand right away into that. We can let the head and the neck relax and maybe even open up the mouth and the jaw. Maybe stick out the tongue, and maybe you want to make a noise or a sound. And we'll take 3 more breaths here, just settling. And inhale, lift. Walk your hands back towards the center and exhale. We're going to switch the cross of the legs. And start again. So hands to heart center, inhale, reaching up. Really fine length through the side body here. And exhale, hands come to shoulder height. Draw the fingertips back a little bit. Inhale, we'll open up through the chest. And exhale, interlace the hands behind you. This time the awkward way, the other way. You're gonna squeeze the wrists together, kiss the shoulder blades towards the spine, look up, inhale. And then on your exhale, release that and walk yourself forward again. First, come up onto your hands. Inhaling to length, even your neck, start to straighten out there. Reaching the crown of the head forward, and exhale, soften a little bit. You have an option to place your forearms down if that feels good. I'm just going to start to bend into my elbows. Three more breaths. And inhale, slowly starting to walk back. Placing the hands on the knees. From here, let's make little spirals in the spine, so circular movements. And also get your head involved, opening up through the shoulders and the neck. You can take it slow, or you can pick up the pace a little bit. I'm going at a fairly slow rate today. Just feeling into my body and the sensations, deepening my breath. And then change directions. And as you change direction, maybe you also want to change pace and rhythm. Go ahead and find an ending. And I want you to just simply notice your internal landscape. Just taking a pause every now and then and coming back to the breath. And back to your intention of this practice. From here, let's roll over the knees and come onto our fours. So we're gonna spread the palms, hasta bandha. We can actually turn the fingers back towards the knees if that feels comfortable. And just start rocking a little bit forward and back. And as you're doing that, you want to draw the lower belly in. And maybe you start to find circles here over the wrists. And the other way. Go ahead and turn your hands forward again. And bring the right knee underneath your hip and extend the left leg out. But making sure you're not dropping your belly here. So pull the belly in, lengthen the spine. Activate your back leg and then reach your right arm forward. Good, holding here, breathing, even in still moments. Last inhale, exhale, right hand comes down first, come up onto your fingertips, and then step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Okay, so you're in a nice low lunge here, looking forward, inhaling to lengthen, and exhale to really settle in here. We'll take 3 breaths here. You can come down onto your palms or your fists, or maybe even turn the fingers around again. All right, so right hand comes down, then we take the left hand to the top of the left thigh, and we're gonna press down and twist, looking over our left shoulder. Good, so we don't need to reach back or anything like this, just a gentle twist, inhaling to lengthen, and exhale to spin from the navel, head eventually turns to look over the left shoulder. Left foot really flat on the ground, pressing down. Last inhale. And exhale, release. Left hand comes down. And we'll step it back into a child's pose. Just compressing the belly towards the thighs. Taking the breath into the back body now. And feeling it as it rises from the low back, mid back to the upper back. And inhale, slowly start to walk the hands back towards the knees. We're climbing up the whole body as we reach the arms up and give a gentle lean back. So the hips are reaching forward, lower belly's engaged, and the back bend's coming from the heart, the back of the heart and shoulders. It's a little baby camel. Inhale, we come back to a long spine, and exhale, tabletop position. This time we're going to use the right leg back. And the left arm forward. Finding that stabilizing muscles. Activating through the back leg and the front arm and drawing the lower belly in. Last inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, we'll come up onto the fingertips. Right foot comes forward to the outer edge of the right hand now. So we're in a lizard, we inhale, look forward, and exhale. Find a position that feels comfortable with the hands. Right foot presses down, Pada Bandha. And we'll find 3 more breaths here. Noticing if that breath is shortening as you're starting to incorporate the movement. See if you can keep it long and rhythmic there. From here, we're going to take the right hand on top of the right thigh. You're going to press that hand into the thigh as you start to spin and open up towards the right. Keep pressing through the back, top of the back leg as well. Top of the back leg. Last inhale. Exhale to release the right hand. And we'll take it back to tabletop and into child's pose. Arms reaching forward again. Maybe coming up onto your fingertips, allowing the third eye to tap down onto the mat. Start to slide the fingertips towards the knees and up the body, and reach up with the arms. Lean back, stabilizing through the low back, engage Mula Bandha, lifting up through the pelvis, through the hips. Maybe you're bending a little bit more. Maybe you want to take a cactus arm, or option to interlace your hands behind you and reaching back away from the heart. Good. From here, releasing back to tabletop. We'll do this one quick. Left leg back. Right arm wraps around to hold the ankle. And we'll kick back, expanding the chest. And release. And then other way, right leg back, left hand back, and we'll kick. So left hand, right ankle. And releasing here, walking the hands slightly forward, curling the toes and pressing back into your first downward facing dog. You can shift your weight forward to plank. And then back to down dog. Bending the knees. Maybe again, inhale, plank. Exhale. And one more time, inhale, plank. And exhale. Start to walk the feet towards the hands. Keeping the knees bent. Yeah, letting the belly just rest on the thighs, maybe holding opposite elbows, swaying a little bit right to left. Keeping the breath long. This is always my favorite place to do my hair. Put it up in a little bun. Just surrendering and melting like a waterfall. Just as you breathe in, feeling the breath travel up the legs into the hips and the low back. And exhale from the hips all the way down through the crown of the head. Falling into the shoulders, the arms, the hands. Take your time here. Finding your footing, 3 corners of the feet, Pada Bandha. And then pressing into the feet, slowly rolling up, 1 vertebra at a time. Maybe rolling the shoulders out. Rolling the neck out. Feeling your feet on the ground. And bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, we'll reach the arms all the way up, opening up. And then exhale, fold forward, hands next to feet, bend your knees if you need help getting down. Right leg back, hang on to the knee, look forward. And exhale, left foot back and lowering the knees, then the chest and the chin. Inhale, cobra. Slight bend to the elbows, lifting the chest. Exhale through child's pose, back to down dog. Right foot forward, left knee down. You can look up, coming onto the fingertips. Exhale, left foot forward to meet the right. You can walk your fingertips out. Press into your feet, rise up. And exhale, hands back to heart center. Good. Second round, inhale, reaching up, opening up. Exhale, folding forward. Just clearing all the cobwebs in the mind and the body. Left foot back, knee down, fingertips, look forward. Exhale, right foot back, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Joints are staying soft and supple with a micro bend or maybe even more. Left foot forward, right knee down. Look forward and then exhale, right foot to the top of the mat. Walk the fingertips out, inhale, reaching out and up. Maybe hook the thumbs at the top. And exhale. We'll do 2 more rounds of that pace, but slightly different variation. Okay, hands together, inhale, reaching up, opening up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale the right foot back. This time, don't put the knee down. Rise up, hook the thumbs, crescent lunge. Stay for another breath as you sink lower and travel the breath up towards the brain. And exhale, release. We'll take knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog option. And exhale over the toes, downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Pressing down through the right foot to rise, hooking the thumbs opposite way. Spreading them apart, stabilizing the shoulders. And opening up through the left hip. From here, exhale, hands come down. Step forward and fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, heart center. Left side, inhale. And exhale, fold. Crescent lunge, left foot back. Inhale, come up, hook the thumbs, squeeze. And then exhale, we'll twist to the right. Get a little bit lower, both knees bend. Inhale, come up. And exhale, hands down, step back, lower down, your choice. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, crescent lunge hook. Get a little lower, reach the fingers a little higher, and then open up and twist to the left. Maybe both knees bend. Good, and then we come to rise. Hands down, right foot steps forward. Folding. Inhale, slowly come up. Hooking the thumbs. And cactus. Inhale, rise. Exhale, heart center. And we'll take one more round. Inhale, reaching up and back. Right and left side, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right foot back. Lower the knee down. This time, left shoulder comes all the way back. We're going to catch that right foot or ankle. I'm going to hug the heel in towards the glute, feeling an opening through the right quad. Same thing we did before, just a little bit more. And let's release that. Step back, lower down. And then the right foot comes forward. Left knee down. Opening up, twisting, and holding the left foot. Good, let's release that. Look forward and step the left foot forward. Inhale, come up. And exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. And exhale to heart center, Anahata. Good. From here, last one, inhale, reach up, open up. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the left foot back, by crescent lunge. Inhale, hook the thumbs. And then exhale, interlace the hands behind you. Sink a little bit lower. I'm gonna rest my wrists right on my sacrum. I'm gonna squeeze my elbows back. Then I'll lift my chest a little bit more and start to straighten out my elbows. Exhale, release. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward. High crescent. Hooking thumbs opposite way. And exhale, lower. Interlace opposite way, hands on sacrum. Elbows squeeze back. And then we start to straighten out, lifting the gaze. And exhale, hands to frame the left foot, step forward and fold. Starting to feel your heartbeat in your chest. Your energy, your vitality flowing. Then open up your feet nice and wide, and we'll find Malasana, squat pose. And let's press our hands together and our elbows into the inside of the knees. We're just going to be pressing in as we're drawing the elbows out. See if you can feel into each pad of the finger. Maybe you can press from your pinky to your thumb. From here, hands come down, hips lift. And then we step the left foot back. Coming into pyramid. Hands come onto the hips. Then we press into the feet and rise. So you have a couple of choices here. We can do what we've been doing, which is the practicing of the interlacing of the hands. We can hold opposite elbows if that feels good, or if you're up for reverse prayer, we can try that as well. Well, wherever you are, take an inhale, press into your feet. Exhale, elongate the spine. Try and get your ribs away from your hips, while engaging the core and lifting the navel towards the spine. Come down just halfway and hold. Maybe there's a micro bend through the front knee. And on your next exhale, allow yourself to surrender as the right hip draws back, left hip forward. And then inhale, come up halfway again. See if you can bend even more into the knee. Wherever you are, can you lift the left leg? Warrior three. From here, bend deeply into the right leg. Anchor your left foot on the ground. Release your hands and extend forward for 3 breaths. And then inhale to rise, pass through center. Exhale, warrior two on the other side. So left knee is bending. Inhale for a reverse. And exhale, plant the hands. Step back and lower down. Coming back to downward facing dog. Maybe the legs straighten a little easier. Maybe you want to keep them bent. Oh, good. This time, the left foot's going to come forward and the right foot is going to come back. Pyramid. So once your feet are set up and both feet are grounded, hands to the hips, inhale, lifting. And finding a placement for your hands. It could be the same as you just did, or it could be totally different. You've got your options, interlace, holding opposite elbows, or reverse. We're going to take it slow. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, extend halfway down. Squaring out the hips, grounding into the feet, pada bandhas. Allow yourself to surrender on the next breath. Inhale, come up halfway again by pressing into the feet, bend into the left leg, and then reach effortlessly up with the right. Lower your right hip down, left hip up and back. And then bend into your left knee. Take a step back. Open up towards center and land in warrior two. Should be back at the front of your mat. Right knee is bending, the gaze is looking over the right middle finger. Beautiful. Find a relaxed effort. Inhale, reaching up, reverse. And exhale, frame the right foot now, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And remember, you can always skip that. Okay, let's take the right leg up and stack it, bending the right knee. And then straighten out that leg. Exhale to send it forward between the hands. Right fingertips to right corner of the mat. Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand to the hip, just facing outwards. And really activate everything. This pose is almost like the four directions. If you can bend the knee and reach for the foot and kick back like we've been doing, option to do that. Otherwise, just stay where you are. And then we'll let the left leg settle down, straighten out the right leg, and come to Trikonasana. Right hand down to the right ankle or shin, left arm reaches up. And from here, inhale, lift up, and the exhale will come to goddess, both hands on the knees. Good. Inhale, engage Mula Bandha, we'll find a little lift. Exhale, we'll dip the left shoulder, look over the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, right shoulder dips, look over the left. Inhale and exhale. Side to side. One more time. Turn to the right. Mula Bandha lifts you. Turn to the left. Good. And then towards the back, extended side angle. Left knee bends, right arm overhead. Five breaths here. You have an option to take your left hand down to the inside or outside of the foot. One more breath, opening up the chest, exposing the heart. And then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here, bending the knees. Left leg up, stacking the hips, bending the knee. And then we straighten it out on the next exhale. Left foot comes between the hands. Left fingertips to left corner of the mat. We're going to start to open up the hips. Right hand comes onto the right hip or into the air. Activate all parts of your body, especially your core. Option to hold on to the ankle or foot, kick back. And then this is going to move into triangle pose. So we'll release, bend into the front knee, step back, and just slide the left hand up the shin as the right arm lifts. The top hand to lift you. Find center. Goddess. We'll wrap the right arm underneath the left. Sink a little bit deeper. Good. Start drawing your knees out over your second and third toe and see if you can sink a little bit more. Open up your hands. Inhale, expand your chest, and exhale, re-wrap the other way. Now work the legs, just getting lower and lower. And right where you are, we can release, right knee bend, and find your way into extended side angle. Little opening through the side body and an opening through the heart. Maybe a gentle twist. Finding a nice long energetic line from the left heel out through the left fingertips. Can you bend a little bit deeper into the front knee? Take one more breath. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk step. Hop to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Still encouraging that knees roll up the spine. All right, coming to our peak, we've been building towards this. We're moving into Natarandasana, or dancer's pose. So I'm going to bend my right knee and reach back for my ankle. I'm just going to hang out here for a few breaths. Just opening up through the right quad line. Really point your knee straight down towards the ground. Find a leveling in your hips. And anchor your tailbones. Make sure your lower back's not dumping. Okay, from here, leave your heel and let go of your hand. Turn your palm up, reach around for the inside of the ankle. Bend into your left knee, reach up with your left arm. And you're just gonna kick back as you tilt forward. Good, finding stability, your roots, steadiness. We take away the effort and find ease. Inhale. And exhale to release. We'll do the other side. So first, just kicking back, holding the top of the foot, bringing the knees together. Good, knee pointing down towards the ground, noticing the levelness in your hips, the chest lifting, crown of the head lifting. And also getting another quad stretch. From here, you can release the hand to the foot, but keep your heel towards your glute. Turn your left palm up, reach for the inside of the ankle, right knee bends, right arm lifts, and then we kick back and lean forward. Release, stand up, walk to the top of your mat. We'll take one last vinyasa. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's come down onto the knees. Open up a little bit of cat-cow here. And this could be free form movement if you'd like. Shake your head out, your hips. Doesn't have to be just flexion extension. Whatever your body is calling for here. Then from here, we're going to come down. We're going to do an inversion. There's many steps along the way. So it's actually up to you. If you feel like trying a handstand, we're very prepared for that. If you feel like trying just a headstand, if you want to do forearm stand, Basically, we're trying to take the weight out of our head and into our either hands, our forearms, and we're squeezing the elbows in towards each other. So we're trying to activate through the side muscles, the serratus anterior, a little bit of the latissimus dorsi, and all of the core muscles. As we come up, nice job. As we come up, we want to squeeze the legs together and keep that. Okay, so there's many steps along the way. If you want to hear the full breakdown, I'm going to go for a headstand. So I'm going to interlace my hands, bring my forearms down, bring the top of my head into my hands. From here, I can lift my hips, and that's an inversion right there. You can stay there and just work on transferring the weight from your head to your forearms. Otherwise, we start walking up. You can come to the balls of your feet, squeeze your legs together and lift. Or it might be easier for you to kick one leg at a time. Or both knees bend, then we stack the hips and the shoulders, the knees and the hips, and then feet up. So many ways and many opportunities to stop along the way. Best benefits for inversions are 2 minutes. So if you come down before I say, just try again. And as you come down, same way you came up, usually you piped up, you're gonna pipe down. And we'll land in a child's pose. Head never comes off the ground. You just transfer the weight to the third eye, reach back for the heels. So transferring weight to the third eye, reaching back for the heels, allowing the shoulders to come forward. Slowly starting to roll up, coming up onto the shins again. We'll start to reach the hands to the low back and we'll lift the chest, maybe curling the toes under. See if you can add a little more height so that it feels easy to just reach back. As you reach back, roll the shoulders back and down, squeeze toward the back of the heart and lift the sternum. Perhaps closing down the eyes. Allowing the head to fall back if that feels good. Engage Mula and Uddiyana Bandha as you rise. And then you'll bend into the left knee. Extend your right leg here. So we went from inversion to back bend, counterbalancing that with a twist. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. And spin. As you do that, your right toes are going to want to fall forward. See if you can keep externally rotating the right hip, keeping your toes upward. Let's inhale, exhale, release back to center. You're gonna take the right hand to the left ankle, so your knee's pointing straight up. You might need your heel a little bit further away from you, depending on where you're at. You can also have a pillow underneath your hips. Right hand, left ankle, and then we're gonna lean over to the right. Maybe we come down and hook onto the outer edge of the right foot. Maybe not, maybe we just stay half lifted. I like this position here. Inhale back to center. And exhale to extend the left leg and walk your hands forward. Wide-legged fold. Good, same thing here. We're gonna draw the toes back. You can come to your hands, your form, whatever feels good. And walk your hands back towards center, and we'll bend into the right knee now. Twisting, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, release. Right knee comes up, left hand to the ankle. We can reach up and over. Or we can come all the way down to the outer edge of that left foot. Sometimes it's nice just trying the same thing in a new way. Inhale, slowly coming up. This time, Paschimottanasana, extending the legs fully, reaching the arms up, squeezing the legs together, and exhale for that final surrender for Shavasana. Take 5 deep, long, conscious breaths. Bring the breath into any area that needs love, attention, space, nurturing. Closing your eyes if that feels comfortable. Remembering there's no goal, but each breath an opportunity to massage the heart space. It's an act of self-love. Inhale, slowly rise. And then however you'd like to get down into Shavasana, we're going to slowly make our way down. You're welcome to take this position with the soles of the feet together, knees apart. Or if you struggle with low back pain or sciatica, best to have knees together, feet apart. Or maybe even a pillow underneath your knees. take just a few minutes of rest. Letting all of the muscles melt away from the bones, feeling the bones get heavy. Bring your awareness into your heart, breathing. Feeling that physical and energetic expansion as you feel into the lightness and buoyancy of the heart space. Bring your thumb to tap against your pinky finger, awakening the body. The ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger. Rub the hands together again and cup the eyes. Bring the knees into your chest, giving yourself a nice hug. Roll into the right side. Letting the right arm rest at the pillow. And then slowly making your way back to a seated position at the top of your mat. We'll spend a few minutes here just noticing and observing any changes in our internal landscape, our mental field, our connection. That would close the eyes. Turn the palms up onto your knees and start to slowly lift the air above you up towards your heart. And then you'll turn the palms towards each other and start to bring them into union, to yoga. Light touches, your little space between the palms. It's feeling into your own inner alignment. Close with the sound of Om, inhaling to exhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We bow our mind to our heart, to our own inner guru, to teachers, masters, loved ones, seen, unseen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste.